Hello Scorpio, welcome to your September reading. I am calling this a general reading because it's not going to resonate with everyone, and I'd like you to take what resonates and leave the rest. Though it is a general reading, I will be focusing primarily on your love connection, your energy and your person's energy, and if there's any advice or any particular outcome that the universe has to tell you. Now, please make sure you're checking your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs to get a full picture of what's going on. Your sun sign is just a part of who you are. And if this does resonate, please leave me a comment and let me know. If it doesn't though, I would really appreciate if you could share this video, and maybe someone else who shares your sign could resonate with it. Okay, so we are using the Fountain Tarot for your main spread, and we're using the Line Strider Mini for your clarifications. Let's get started. I don't read reversals, and I love flippers, so I usually flip till I get a card. All right. Four of Pentacles, the Star, Ace of Wands, lovely. I will be pulling out a Moonology as well as a Wisdom of the Oracle towards the end of the reading, and a few charms for you. Please make sure you stick around. Lots of majors. Beautiful. Okay, so before I clarify, I'm going to just give you an overview of what we have on the table so far. Now, on your side, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Star, and the Ace of Wands. You're holding on to something or someone, and you are hoping that you can bring about some kind of healing within this union. And with the Ace of Wands, I feel like you have a lot of passion for this particular person, and you want to take inspired, fast-paced action towards them and give them an offer. All right. So yeah, this is going to be vague till I clarify, so just give me a minute. Now, for your person, we have the Judgment card, the Hierophant, and the Three of Swords. They are in a lot of pain. They were completely heartbroken. Oh, I'm sorry about that. This always happens. Yeah, they were in a lot of pain, or maybe they still are. But with the Judgment card, I feel like they want to see this relationship rise up from the ashes again. Now, this is clearly a reading for somebody who is in separation, excuse me, with their partner. And with the Hierophant, I feel like this person, your person, wants to put in more work in this. They see this as a spiritual connection, and they do feel like they want to take it to a higher level of commitment if things stabilize. The outcome card is the Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles. I do see either one of you or both of you stepping up to the plate and planting a fresh seed to make this relationship blossom again. Interesting. Okay, let me get the clarifiers out, and then we can connect the dots. Let's clarify the Four of Coins, the Eight of Swords, the Star is being clarified by the Hanged Man, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, King of Wands clarifying the Ace of Wands, lovely. Judgment being clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Okay. The Hierophant being clarified by the Hierophant. Would you look at that? I've said this in a couple of videos. The universe very often mocks me. The Fool clarifying the Three of Swords. It's like when I'm clarifying, the universe is like, why do you bother? I said what I said. Don't ask for clarifiers. Oop. Sorry about that. Okay. The Ace of Coins being clarified by the Nine of Swords. Give me another one for this, please. Seven of Cups. I need another one. Six of Wands. Okay. All right. Scorpio, I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, you are holding on to, I think, what this relationship was, or what you thought this person was. And in a way, you are keeping yourself stuck from moving forward in the correct way. Because what happens is when we fall apart from our soulmates or our partners, we start romanticizing what the relationship was. We start we give more importance to the good memories and we forget about all the bad that happened. We start wearing rose-colored glasses because we want that person back. You know what I mean? But I feel like in your case, you are focusing only on the bad. I don't know why I'm getting that. I feel like, and I'm kind of seeing this fear being mirrored in your person as well. I'll get to them in a minute. You are holding on to the mental anxiety and the stress that you had to go through within this union for some reason. With the Star bringing in hope and healing and being clarified by the Hanged Man and Three of Pentacles, I feel like you're willing to change your perspective and willing to put yourself in your person's shoes just to see how they feel and try and collaborate and work on this together. Okay, but there is still a stuck energy. You can easily get out of this. This is just a mental prison that you have built around yourself. You need to get out of that. If you want to, I mean, I think you clearly do want to bring this relationship back to life. I think you will have to start afresh, because your person, I think, is willing to, with the Fool card right here. To an extent, I see you doing that as well. With the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands, I feel like that passion is very much alive and you're willing to look for creative solutions to bring this relationship back into fruition. So your person, though, when they think about bringing this back to life, they, like you, I think, are thinking about, maybe you left them out in the cold, maybe you abandoned them, or maybe things were said that made them feel unworthy. So like you, I think they are mirroring this belief that things could go wrong again. There's that fear on both your sides, and I get it. It's normal, it happens, right? Because if you've been through so much pain, you don't want to go through it again, no matter how much you love the person. With the Hierophant, clarifying the Hierophant, yeah, they want to take this to the next level. They are very serious about this and about you. That goes without a doubt. They could be a very spiritual person as well. I don't know why I'm getting Pisces. I don't know why. The Hierophant is not a Pisces card. Though we have the Hanged Man, you could be dealing with a Pisces. The Hierophant is Taurus, the Fool is Aries, and the Star is Aquarius. These are the signs we have on the table. Now, even though your person went through that pain, they are willing to still take a leap of faith towards you with the Fool card. The Fool is a very childlike, carefree energy. It's a very like, let bygones be bygones, let's jump back into this. You know, it's not naive, especially not in this case, because if they didn't have the Hierophant, I would think that they're just kind of, they're not taking this too seriously. But it's a beautiful energy that they're coming with, and I think that considering you're both kind of healing or maybe you've already healed, I think you're both in perfect positions in your lives individually to come back together into that union. Now, what is concerning me is the Ace of Pentacles. Though it's a beautiful card on its own, it's being clarified by the Nine of Swords, which talks about a lot of mental anguish and anxiety. The Seven of Cups, which talks about confusion. And the Six of Wands, though sometimes is just called the card of success, it can also be a card of seeking attention. Okay, so I don't want you guys to be in a place where you're trying to one up each other, because usually when couples get back together, it's always like, I did so much for you, I did this, I did that, it's your turn. This is not the Six of Pentacles, I understand that, but that's the vibe I'm getting. To avoid that confusion and to avoid that anxiety, I think you both need to come into this as equals, instead of expecting too much from the other individual just because you may have given a tad more than them earlier in the relationship, before you guys separated. Does that make sense? Once you come together as balanced beings, can you make this relationship a success again? It's a beautiful reading. I am nitpicking and I'm trying to pick up on energies that I can give you advice on. I cannot just say it's all sunshine and rainbows, but then I wouldn't be a very good reader, would I? So, pretty clear cut. Pretty clear cut. Let's get you a moonology. Oh, we got 2. Confidence is your key to success and emotions are running high. Yeah, so you could be dealing with a Leo because you have a new moon in Leo right here. We just had a new moon in Leo, didn't we? On the 8th during Lionsgate. So maybe you guys got back together, or maybe there was something significant that happened within the relationship around that time. Either way, confidence is your key to success. Don't back down. And I see you having that confidence with the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a very confident king. And he's willing to go to any distance to make the people he loves happy. And I feel like with the Fool, your person has that confidence within themselves too. You have faith in each other. I can see that. I can see that you're both ready. But just avoid this whole 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords energy. It's a lot of mental anguish. And like I said, it is natural for that to come about when there has been heartbreak. But the minute you start carrying negative energies from the past into your current relationship, you fall at risk of history repeating itself, and you don't want that. You don't want to be on a loop, because nothing's going to change. You'll fall back into the similar patterns from the past. And emotions are running high with the supermoon. I mean, that's kind of a given. It's kind of a given. And you being a Scorpio, even though your emotions run very, very deep, I don't think a lot of you express them. You're like the water sign version of Capricorns. I feel like you keep things close to the vest, but you feel things very, very deeply. So if you are dealing with another water sign, I feel like instead of burying your emotions, you guys, or any sign, whatever sign you're dealing with, I think you need to express yourselves. Express yourselves. Don't keep things bottled up, because that's when you'll be able to reach that equilibrium within the relationship. Okay. Let's get you a wisdom of the oracle. Nope. Okay. Time to go. I'm going to read this out from the book so I don't get anything wrong. Number 45. Okay. This makes sense to me. It's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost. Although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract, it is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. So I think this is relating more to your past relationship. I don't think this is talking about any other relationship, because you guys are definitely coming back into union again from both ends. I see the energy. I think what this card is asking you to do is leave your old relationship in the past. Stop trying to recreate it. Okay, because what happens is when we love somebody, we start thinking of those happy memories, and then we start thinking, oh, why aren't things exactly the way they were? But then you forget about the bad memories. You see what I mean? You forget about the arguments, the conflict, how you guys were not on the same page at particular points in time. So stop trying to recreate that. Walk away from that old relationship that you shared with this particular person and start something new that will last. Sorry about that. I had to get the door. Okay, let's get you a couple of charms to cap off the reading. Quite a few. We have the Tree of Life. I always have a hard time focusing these. We have Gemini, we have Love, and we have the letters C and W. So CW could be your initials or your person's. Gemini could be the person you're dealing with, or you could have heavy Gemini in your chart. Love, well, speaks for itself, doesn't it? There is love here, most definitely, from both sides. And with the Tree of Life, I feel like either you guys have already set down roots with each other or you want to, especially with the Hierophant card. So I'm going to put that right here.